Welcome to JEE Max, JEE Mains Advanced Extreme Series, Season 2 of JEE Max. And through this season, we are completely concentrating on a particular topic, which is very, very important for JEE Mains and Advanced of that complex numbers is 1. So far, successfully, we have completed 29 lessons in complex numbers. From 27 lesson onwards, so we are concentrating exercise 4.3 from integrated textbook of ICON. And my friends, please don't forget to check the description and please don't forget to share and subscribe and press the bell icon of my channel. There I am providing very good important links and the links of the previous lessons also. Now this is about lesson number 30, and in the lesson number 30, we are concentrating the problems of exercise 4.3 of integrated textbook of ICON, problem number 6 to 9. Again, these problems are very, very important, not only for board examinations, but also for competitive examinations. That's why if you are mastered all these problems from integrated textbook alone, that's sufficient, that knowledge is sufficient, more than sufficient for doing or getting a complete thorough knowledge on entire objective questions in the complex numbers. Okay, now coming to problem number 6. See, read the statement properly. If Z1 and Z2 are two complex numbers, then prove that mod of Z1 plus Z2 whole square plus mod of Z1 minus Z2 whole square is equal to 2 into mod Z1 square plus mod Z2 square. Of course, we can solve the problem under several ways. Already I told, even in lesson number 29 also, we attempted this kind of questions. And of course, here also I can consider my Z1 as Z1 R1 cos theta 1 plus I sin theta 2, Z2 as cos R2 cos theta 2 plus I sin theta 2. I can go ahead. Or mod Z square is equal to Z bar. You can apply that formula. Here, what I am doing is, see, you take LHS, you consider this as your LHS. So this is my LHS. And what I'm doing is, this is, I can write it as Z1 plus Z2 into Z1 bar plus Z2 bar plus Z1 minus Z2 into Z1 bar minus Z2. Why I am writing direct step means already these steps are very familiar for you. That's why. Similarly, Z1 into mod Z1 bar is mod Z1 square. Similarly, Z2 into mod Z2 bar is mod Z2 square. And here Z1, Z2 bar plus Z1 bar Z2, that is about this one. And similarly, after multiplication, second product is like this. So this Z1 Z2 bar as well as minus Z1 Z2 bar plus Z1 bar Z2 minus Z1 bar Z2 gets cancelled, and you can get answer as what 2 into mod Z1 square plus mod Z2 square is equal to RHS. And my suggestion would be, please practice and by heart this result. Sometimes it is useful for you. So these are the repeated steps. They are not at all new steps for you. So far, in this particular lesson, all are the familiar steps only. Okay, now coming to problem number 2 of 6. See here, the same type of thing is given. Prove that mod of Z1 plus Z2 whole square is equal to mod Z1 square plus mod Z2 square. If and only if Z1 by Z2 is purely imaginary. I think we have solved this problem. I think actually just like a previous problem, you consider this as my Z1 and this as my Z2 and this my mod Z1 is this one, argument Z1 is theta 1, mod Z2 is this one, argument Z2 is theta 2. So mod Z1 square plus mod of Z1 plus Z2 whole square is equal to mod Z1 square plus mod Z2 square is nothing. But here I have written the step directly, R1 square plus R2 square plus 2R1 R2 cos theta 1 minus theta 2, which is equal to R1 square plus R2 square. How to get it? You please verify, you please check our previous video. Or better is what? Mod Z1 plus Z2 whole square, you can write it as what? Z1 plus Z2 into Z1 bar plus Z2 bar. So Z1 bar plus Z2 bar is mod Z1 square plus mod Z2 square plus Z1 Z2 bar plus Z1 bar Z2. That is 2R1 R2 cis theta 1 minus theta 2 plus R1 R2 cis theta 1 minus theta 2. After adding R1 square plus R2 square plus 2R1 R2 cos of theta 1 minus theta 2. That's why you please verify lesson number 29 also there. I have given these steps is equal to what? Mod Z1 square plus mod Z2 square, which is R1 square plus R2 square. After cancellation, these things, you can get cos of theta 1 minus theta 2 is equal to 0. So, cos of theta 1 minus theta 2 is equal to 0 means theta 1 minus theta is pi by 2. What is theta 1? Argument Z1 minus argument Z2 is equal to pi by 2. That is argument of Z1 by Z2 is equal to pi by 2. Whenever argument of a complex number is pi by 2, that complex number is what? Purely imaginary. Enough. same models, same techniques, but these all are all very, 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 very famous and important models. They are not at all new for you. Please practice them on paper thoroughly. And to save time, you have to write these kind of steps on paper immediately. Then only you will save the time. Okay? Now, coming to third question of seventh question. Again, a cubic equation is given for you. 8iz cube plus 12z square minus 18z plus 27i equal to 0, where I is equal to root minus 1. Clearly, they mentioned it. Show that mod z is equal to 3 by 2. Here also, by looking at that question immediately, a flash should come in your brain so that, okay, how to factorize? How can I get factors? If I get the factors, means if I got the values for z, then problem is in my court. Then how to solve this cubic equation is the question. For that, what I am doing is, while observing all the terms very carefully, see the hint. Here what I am doing is, I just multiplied on both sides with what? I. And or I divide on both sides with what? I. After division, because it happens like this. So what I do is, now you take 4z square common from this, and from here you take 9i common. So luckily I got 2z minus 3i into 4z square plus 9i. So 2z minus 3i equal to 0 means z is equal to 3i by 2. Z square is equal to minus 9i by 4. So both the case, if z is equal to 3i by 2, if z is equal to 3i by 2, then mod z is equal to mod 3i by 2, which is equal to 3 by 2 mod I, which is equal to 3 by 2. Similarly, z square is equal to minus 9i by 4. So mod z square is equal to mod minus 9 by 4i is equal to 3 by 4, 9 by 4. So mod z whole square equal to 9 by 4. Mod z is equal to 3 by 2. So both the case I get answer as what? 3 by 2. That's why. So the beauty in the question is, see, they in general, in content examination, they never give any complicated cubic equation or biquadratic equation, something like that. There should be some trick. If you are solving the problem in the right process, automatically, by cakewalk point of view, you can get all the factors very easily. That is the beauty in practicing this kind of problems. Okay. Now coming to problem number 8. See the question here. Find the number of common roots of the equation. Again, this question they asked in the JEE advanced examination once upon a time. So we may expect the question in any moment, in any of JEE mains examination also. And of course, in the place of 1993 and 1994, we may expect 2020 or 2021 or 2022 also. These are all the familiar cases, evergreen questions. By raising the power conveniently according to the year also, we can create our own problems. But here the $1 million question is the number of common roots. So it is very difficult for me to get to factorize the second equation. It is at least something easy to get the factorize of first equation. So how to factorize the first equation is the question. So see the hint here. Now what I am doing is, I can write this as my equation, and you just multiply all the terms, and you take z square common from here, and iz common from these two, and you write these two as next term. And again, from these two terms, you take z plus 1 as common. Z plus 1 into z you can take common. So after taking z plus 1 into z as common, you can get that as z plus I. And of course, I got this as z plus I. So entire terms you take z plus I into z square plus z plus 1. So my z is equal to minus I, comma omega square. Now, these are the three roots of the first equation. Now, one by one I am checking. So consider the second equation as f of z. Find f of minus I. If it is 0, then what can I say? Z is equal to minus I is root for second equation, and minus I becomes the common root. If it is not 0, then it is not the common root. then go for next omega and omega square. So what I'm doing is z of f of minus I am finding. This is minus I whole power 1993 plus minus I whole power 1994 plus 1. You know that I power 4 is equal to 1. I square is equal to minus 1. You apply that. You apply that concept. And you find that this is not equal to 0. If it is 0, then automatically minus I becomes what? Common root for both the equations. So it is not equal to 0, no doubt. Because it is minus I, and of course it is plus I and minus I may get cancelled. You can get 1 not equal to 0, that's why. But f of omega is substituted now, replace z with omega. This is omega power 1993 plus omega whole power 1994 plus 1. After simplification of omega power 1993, I think 1993 divided by 3, I can write this as 3, 6, 18, 6, 18, 4, 12, 1. So this I can write it as omega cube whole power 664 into omega. Which one? 1993. Omega cube is 1. So this is becomes omega. So this is 1 omega plus omega square plus 1. 1 plus omega square is 0. That means omega satisfies equation number 1 as well as equation number 2. Similarly, you find f of omega square. That is also becomes what? 0. That means omega and omega square are the roots of the equation. How many roots? 2 roots. So they may ask a question like this. What are the roots and how many number of common roots? So both the way we can expect in the form of integer type of questions or in the form of objective type of questions, we can expect this kind of model for competitive examinations. Very nice and simple problem. Okay. Now coming to question number 9. Again, this is the title favorite question for competitive examinations, moreover for JEE Main. And of course, it is important here, even for board examinations also. See, given what? A square plus B square plus C square is equal to and B plus IC equal to. So what is my Z? What is my Z? B plus IC by 1 plus A. Here, what is given? 1 plus IZ by 1 minus IZ. So what is my IZ? That is IB minus C by 1 plus A. Apply component of dividend. So IZ plus 1 by IZ minus 1. This is nothing but IB minus C plus 1 plus A by IB minus C minus 1 minus A. Conveniently, you take minus common and send outside, send left, right side, and balance it. And do what to do? You rationalize. That rationalize and the substitution is your risk. And whenever the term A square plus B square plus C square appears, you replace that with 1. That in the form of hit I am giving it. See. So here what I did? This is Z. IZ I find. 1 by IZ also I find. So I have applied component of dividend. The same technique we have solved and applied several times in compound angles of the trigonometry. So this is the number, rational form of the complex number you got. So rationalize. Since it is minus IB, so you multiply with plus and plus. And multiply the numerators and denominators. And substitute A square plus B square plus C square as 1. After simplification, you can get this as what? A plus IB by 1 plus. So this is the technique I am giving. Rest of the things you have to do. Because after simplification, it is very easy, man. Don't get confusion. And you will get the factors also for in numerator. Similarly, in the denominator also, it is what? Just like A square plus B square, that is 1 plus A plus C whole square plus B square. Simplify. A square plus B square plus C square is equal to 1. And after, you can factorize very easily the denominator. So you can get 1 plus A common for both numerator and denominator. They should get cancelled. And you can get answer as what? A plus IB by 1 plus C. Okay. Now coming to second problem of 9th. Again, it is also the most important question. Several times we are solving this problem in the entire complex numbers in different forms. This is also title favorite question of the complex numbers. If P is the complex number and mod P not equal to 1. Mod P not equal to 1. This is important. And if mod of z plus p equal to mod of pz plus 1, then mod z is equal to 1. Several times they ask questions were repeated on this particular model. But try to understand the standard format. Mod z plus p equal to mod of p bar z plus 1. Square on both sides. So this is z plus p into mod whole square means z bar. So z bar plus p bar into is equal to p bar z plus 1 into, after taking conjugate, this is what? P z bar plus 1. Now what to do? You just multiply z bar, that is mod z whole square, plus z p bar plus p z bar, p bar mod p whole square. Routine steps. P bar z into p z bar, that is mod p square mod z square plus p bar z plus p z bar plus 1. See, these are the terms gets cancelled. So bring this side. This is mod z whole square plus mod p whole square minus mod p square mod z square minus 1 equal to 0. So I can write mod z square minus 1 into, take mod p square as common, 1 minus mod z square equal to 0. You take mod z square minus 1 common. So this is mod p square minus 1 equal to 0. But what is given? Mod p not equal to 1. So something is given in the statement means under any cost we can utilize the condition properly while solving the problem. If you are not getting that one, means something you have done mistake. This is the minimum common sense. So since mod p not equal to 1, so this term not equal to 0, so mod z square equal to 1. So mod z is equal to 1. Very simple. The same thing I have given in the form of the steps. Same thing I have given in the form of the steps. Practice. This is simple question. Now, coming to my friends, hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this, please share and subscribe my channel, and please don't forget to press the bell icon, and we will meet with the next video. Thank you.